Greetings and welcome, friends. Mr. Waddy here, and my friends in real life. I'm assuming we're going to be best friends forever. I just met these people yesterday, but I think it's for real. I think that we're going to just be math buddies. We'll be algebruddies forever. I'm so excited. We're going over some prerequisite skills for Algebra 1. We were talking about like adding and subtracting integers. And so here we go. I'm just going to cruise through some of these. Actually, I might do this with the help of my friends. So for question 12 here, I'm adding two numbers. They have different signs, right? Here's a positive 5 and a negative 7. And we said when we add numbers with different signs that we subtract the numbers. All right, so I'm going to do like 7 minus 5, and 7 minus 5 is 2. And then I'm going to take the sign of what I said was the more influential. And who's more influential, positive 5 or negative 7? Negative 7, yeah. So it's going to be negative because negative 7 was more influential. It threw its weight around a lot more than 5 did, and it ended up negative when they rumbled. There we go. Let's see. Could someone help me out with question 13? Now, I'm adding two numbers. Their signs are different, so I'm going to subtract them. All right, and 8 minus 8 is 0. And is this going to be positive 0 or negative 0? Neither, because 0 is neither positive or negative, and both of these were equally influential. So it's just 0. Let's see. All right, 9 plus negative 11, different signs. I'm going to get 2. Who's more influential here? Negative 11, so it's a negative 2. All right, let's see. Someone want to carry me through all of 15? Could they explain how they might do it? All right, Amity, what do you think in question 15? All right, so their signs are different, so you subtract them. 13 minus 3 is 10. And then how did you know if it was positive or negative? Yeah, 13 is more influential. Now I'm cautious with using the terminology bigger number because if I had positive 3 and negative 13, positive 3 is actually a bigger number. But we were talking about the absolute value of these, right, is kind of how I summarize who's more influential. So yeah, so the absolute value of 13 is bigger than the absolute value of 3. And so yeah, perfect. All right, let's see. What about when these are the same sign? That's like, hey, can I borrow $10? Thanks. Can I borrow $15? Thanks. Do I not only owe you $5? No. You'd be like, I don't think so, Mr. Waddy. You owe me $25. You are in the negative. And, right, you're not suddenly positive 25. You are negative 25. When two things had the same sign and we added them together, they became more negative. So these two numbers became a force for evil. Oh, sorry, these were both negative. Why did I write positive? Bam. So more negative. All right, different signs. 13 and 9, subtract them is 4. And then who's more influential? Yeah, so it's negative 4, right? We are getting good at this. Oh, this one's going to be 0, and there ain't no positive or negative 0. Oh, how about this? Do I subtract them or add the numbers? Add them. 25 and 9. That's like 25 plus 10, which is 35, and then but 1 less than 10. So 34. And what's the sign going to be? Negative, because it got more negative. All right, more negative. Let's see. I'm going to I'll do one of these. Which one do you want me to do, guys? What's a good one here? 35, okay. Now, when I do these, I'm going to do these one operation at a time. So I'm just going to focus on this right here. 22 and negative 14, their signs are different, so I subtract them. So 22 minus 14 is 6, 8. And who was more influential? Yeah, 22 is more positive than 14 was ever negative or ever could hope to be negative. All right, and so now this 8, I can't forget this. It's being added to by negative 35. Man, these numbers are getting grande here. These signs are different. Yeah, so I'd subtract them. 35 minus 8 is sometimes easier to think about. You know what I sometimes do? 35 minus 8. I'm going to just do some scratch work here. I might, instead of doing that, I might do 35 minus 5 and 3. Because, right, 8 is the same as 5 and 3. And I might do, okay, 35 minus 5 is 30, and then 30 minus another 3 is going to be 27. Now, who's more influential? Yeah, so it's going to stay negativo. All right, so when you had multiple additions going on, you just kind of do the problem from left to right. You deal with the leftmost and then the nextmost. Let's see, let's do some subtraction problems real quick. So this was from page 18, I believe. And when we subtracted, we just said add the opposite, right? So 5 minus 8 is the same as 5 plus a negative 8. Their signs are different, right? So for addition rules, now we just subtract them. 8 minus 5 is 3. Who's more influential? 8, so it stays negative. Negative 4 minus 6, that's the same as negative 4 plus the opposite, so plus a negative 6. It's becoming more negative, right? So I'm adding the numbers, and it's more negative. More negative. All right, I like to think about this a couple different ways. Subtracting a negative, right, I'm going to think of that as adding the opposite of the negative 3, which is positive 3, right? But the way I like to think about this sometimes is this minus sign and this minus sign and this parentheses, they're all just like, when our powers combine, it's like just a plus sign, right? Minus a negative is just the same as adding positive. Negative 8 plus 3. Well, their signs are different, so I subtract the numbers. So it's 5, and then who's more influential? Yeah, so, right? So that's what, yeah, remembering, okay, different signs, subtract the numbers. All right, 10 minus 7 is going to be the same as 10 plus negative 7. Now, you don't have to do subtraction this way. When you're just good at it, you can just, right, do it in your head. That's fine, especially when it's set up like this. 7 minus 10 is sometimes a little weirder. Signs are different, so I subtract them. And who's more influential, 10 or negative 7? 10, so it's a positive 3, right? Let's see. Let's pick one of these ones for me to do. Which one you like? All right, 28. So I'm going to start with the leftmost addition, okay? So I'm adding these first. So let's see, negative 9 and 6, their signs are different. It's a positive 6 and a negative 9. So I subtract the numbers. 9 minus 6 is 3, but who is more influential? Negative, yep. So negative 3 minus a negative 2. That was a weird 2, but that's fine now. I can rewrite that minus a negative 2 as being plus a positive 2. And their signs are different, so I subtract them. 3 minus 2 is 1. But what sign does it have? Negative. Yeah, you guys are going to be experts at this. Thanks for watching, Internet friends. Bye-bye.